Should I take back what I said? I don't like living with regret. Maybe I'm a little bit selfish, putting pressure on you when I know I shouldn't. Do I even really know what I've been feeling? What I've been feeling. There's a lot going on in my head, yeah. In my head, I know that you understand more than anyone I met. You know when I can't pay attention, but you pull me back, you bring me back into the conversation. No one else could do that. I'm missing you now, now, now. Now, now, now. I'm missing you now, now, now. Right now, I wish I could fly you out. You can come over and we gon' get wild. We gon' get wild. Cause it's been can't go a day without your flavors. Can't believe that we used to be strangers. I'm addicted to your touch. I don't want this distant love. I'm sorry for saying sorry too much. There's a lot going on in my head, yeah. In my head, I didn't know what to expect when back when we met, I thought that we would just be friends, yeah. Nothing serious, that's why these feelings are almost regret. But I don't want them to end. I'm missing you now, now, now. Now, now, now. I'm missing you now, now, now. Right now, I wish I could fly you out. You can come over and we gon' get wild. We gon' get wild. Cause it's been a while, yeah. I'm missing you now, now, now. Now, now, now. I'm missing you now, now, now. Right now, I wish I could fly you out. You can come over and we gon' get wild. We gon' get wild. Cause it's been a while, yeah. Now, now, now. Now, now, now. I'm missing you.
Three, two, one. We're live. Joined back with M and her brother, Genuardi.
That's right.
Or Genuardi Music. I don't know.
Genuardi, just the music.
Genuardi
is implied, I guess.
Well, exactly. So you guys are both musicians, got a family of musicians, and
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that your dad is like a guitar player or some shit
Yeah,
too.
guitarist, bassist, and he's in a band. They're a women's rock tribute band. So like there's female singers and they sing like all the classic like women rock songs. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
really
hearing shit
cool.
like that. So, got a whole family of musicians. Just meeting your brother for the first time. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Been checking out a lot of your like clips that Em will post on like Instagram and whatever else. Just like, you know, fucking around in the studio,
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe smoking a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That took me a second from that, you know.
Dude,
like-
we get weird.
yeah.
Like-
Well, I mean, that's the way to do it. So, just talking a little bit about like how you guys got into music. I think that you might have spoken a little bit on it last time.
We'll start with him, I guess.
yeah,
because
definitely.
He's older, and I come in
So I'm the
later
bigger
anyway.
brother.
Wait, what?
I said I'm the bigger brother.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Oh, you literally are.
Yeah. I don't know. So
So yeah, so
Anyway.
what got you into music? I mean, music's amazing, so it's not like I'm surprised that you're a musician or anything. You sound very, I was just telling you, Mac Miller-esque. But how'd you get into it? Like,
So I played piano when I was like this big, like 7 years old.
yeah,
And my parents, you know, I had a Japanese teacher. Her name was Tomoko. And she was dope, man. Like, you know, as a kid, you hate anything your parents make you do.
of course.
So I was in there, and she was like, yo, play your hand on middle C, left hand, right hand. And that's how I started. But I, you know, when I was, I don't know, 11 years old, I think, if I'm getting that correct, I stopped playing. And then when I was 14, I started picking up some chords on my own because the piano was in the house.
Right.
And it's different when you like have, you know, the interest to do it yourself. It's like you just do it. So I did that, and I started self-teaching myself with that. And then at the same time, I was playing trumpet in school. So I had like a very like, I was like schooled as a kid, you know, and that stuff. But like I said, as soon as I hit 14, started teaching myself. At 15, my uncle and my dad chipped in for like a little studio setup. And because they saw that I was trying to do something downstairs, recording for like this contest at high school. And I had won it. It was a songwriting contest, $25 gift card to like some random place. And they were like, all right, so we're going to get you this for Christmas. Like, let's see what happens. 15 years old, so I got this like little Logic set up. Next thing they know, I'm like making songs, you know, like little beats here and there. And then that's really how I got started. And then the rappers in the neighborhood, they heard that I had the setup, and they were like, we were like friends at school. So I was like, yeah, come by after school. Like my parents don't come home till 5:30 type of thing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So we would have from like 3 o'clock to 5:30, and we'd just be making music. Had
Right.
no idea what the fuck we're doing, but we were just doing it. You know what I mean? And like we thought we were the next up. And we were like like not even like I said, 15, 16, 17. And that's like the beginning for me.
That's awesome. I love hearing shit like that. I mean, again, music is so great, and you can go so many ways with it and inspire people and, you know, just do great things with it. So getting into that, it's at such a young age, too. You learn a little bit of music theory. You start
Exactly.
getting that much more, you know, about it, hearing that you can, like, play some shit back. I play some keyboard. I don't want to say piano because I haven't actually fucked around on the piano, but
Same thing.
I have a Yamaha, like, I think it's like a 72 key, whatever the
Probably-
71.
It's either 61 or 88, I think.
Okay. For whatever
Maybe it
reason,
is
I thought
70,
I thought it was
maybe- I
70
don't
something
know.
keys, but I could be tripping.
I have no
Anyway,
idea. I don't know.
But you got keys though.
but yeah, my point is like I haven't actually played a lot in a while. I'm guilty of just being
You
lazy
said this
on
last
it.
time.
But don't say that. No,
Holding you accountable.
no, but seriously, like you start to play a little bit and you hear like, oh, wow, I can do this, you know,
Yeah.
and you keep playing it over and over again. I mean, like it also takes like the music side of the brain. So like for me, I would play it and be like, oh, this is so frustrating. Like I'll get to it later, you know. But
Yeah.
like when you're really inspired, like it's awesome to keep playing it and getting better and better at it. Like I mean, I've definitely done my fair share of guitar classes and like gotten better at that where to the point where like I can play some shit back. It's just you fall out of it after a while of just not like practicing or whatever.
Right.
But so you stay consistent and
Every
Yeah,
day
and
on
he
the
had-
piano.
Yeah,
Every
like
day.
to say like with the guitar and the piano. The thing about piano is that like you can focus on melody because you don't have to worry about the tone.
yeah.
Like you press the keys and it comes out the same time the same way that she presses it or you press it.
Right.
While on guitar, like you can have a bad tone.
Yeah.
With trumpet or saxophone, you can have a bad tone. So you have to get that down first before you can focus on melody.
Which is a pain in the
It's
ass.
so annoying.
Yeah.
So that's why people are like, you want to be a musician, just pick up the keys. can focus on the melody, you can focus on like theory, all that stuff. So
You know what's funny though? Once you play guitar for a little bit, like I used to use that little tuner thing and like tune my guitar each time. You know, like the different pitches that each like string is on, and then you can just self-tune it yourself. I mean, like the same way I'm sure you probably are like, all right, give me like a C or whatever, and then you can just tune it straight off of, you know, whatever
Actually,
she's
fun
on.
fact, I'm so bad at that. You're probably better at that than I am. Like, if you say C, like, I don't know what that is. Like, with the guitar, I can't tune it by ear. I don't know if I get, like, nervous and I'm overthinking, like, wait, is it flat or is it sharp? Because normally I have a good ear, but every time when it comes to tuning it, I'm like, I have no idea. But you have a good ear with that type of stuff, I think.
I don't know. It's still hard for me. I mean, yeah, I do. I tune the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like once I get that one note tuned, I can tune the rest.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, it's like comes to you over time. It's like an acquired taste, you know. But yeah, no, I
I'm the
mean,
best guitar tuner in the land. No one fucks with me.
I talk a big game, but I actually haven't played my guitar in a while either, so I'd probably need that tuner for
Yeah.
all
Dude, I
of the
better hear
strings.
from you after this that you're going to pick up the guitar again. Or the keys and practice.
I will try my best. I
Every
promise.
day.
It's you know what, my electric guitar, the bottom string has like one of the like the third fret is like a really shitty like sound every time, and I haven't been able to fix it. I think that like maybe the fretboard is kind of shaved down in that part because it's like a shit ass electric guitar that I got from Best Buy in high school. So it's not anything like it's like I always make fun of it because you got Stratocaster. It's called Starcaster, this one, so it's like a knockoff brand. But if I had like a legit guitar, maybe I would.
Yeah, it would
Pursue
just
it that
sound
much
better,
more.
and you'd be like, "Oh, this is really good."
I have more fun with acoustic guitars, but I don't have one. My I use my dad's for like high school and college, and now he has it because he wants to play it. And
See, like I prefer electric, but probably because I don't play it as often. So, because you can like warp the sound.
electric's
better.
fun if you're on an amp, but if you're just playing it like
Oh,
without
yeah,
an
of
amp,
course.
it's just more fun to play acoustic. And
course.
like I blew my amp out too, so I'm just batting 1,000.
So you had
Do
no
it
choice.
for Christmas or whatever. Ask for an amp and a new guitar.
Yeah.
So you can get back in it.
I should check that out. You know, my parents don't really give me Christmas gifts anymore, so
Oh, me neither.
Yeah,
Same shit.
I'll
I'm
just-
like, just tacos.
I'm just gonna ask myself for it.
From Taco Bell.
Taco Bell,
That's-
dude. Not even like a real taco
Shout
spot.
out to Taco Bell.
Taco
Yeah.
Bell's great.
Sponsored.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
They just built one around the block from my house in Astoria.
That's dangerous. That
And
is.
I think it's the
Bro.
Cantina one that has like the alcoholic drinks.
I'm mad we didn't do the podcast there.
I heard someone on the street.
I would have been there in a second.
I heard someone on the
That would've
street
been dope.
talking about that. They're like, you know, you can get drunk there. I was like, what are they talking about? Because they said like the cantina thing.
There's only a couple of them. There's one like Upper West Side somewhere around here, and there's
didn't even
one.
know that.
They just
Wow.
opened in Astoria, and then like
tequila.
the big like Las Vegas one. Yeah, definitely tequila. I mean, it's a Mexican place. I would assume that
They would have
their
to.
their biggest like you
Like
know
Russian
No,
alcoholic.
they only have
Yeah.
warm German beers.
Yo, if they had any beer, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I think that they only
They should only
have
do tequila.
like tequila
And
and
have
like,
like the what's it called? The Mountain Dew. What's it called?
Baja
the
Blast.
Baja Blast
It's
with
my favorite.
tequila. Oh my god.
that's what
Fanatic.
everybody wants. It's like they have like the slushies and shit, like the alcoholic slushies that everybody wants.
I'm not into that. I'm into like, give me it straight or don't give me it at all.
Yeah, I
Because the sugar messes with me. Like,
Yeah.
I went on vacation to Turks and Caicos once when all my boys were 18 years old. And we were all like, you know, fresh out of high school, like ready for the biggest part of our life. And we went out there and it was just sugar drinks the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was all inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give us shots. We had to like make friends with the guys, you know, like the local guys there.
Right.
And some of them were hilarious and they would hook us up. But not into the sugar drinks. Especially
Yeah, I can't have more than like one. Even like a mule. Like if it's too sweet, I'm kind of like
yeah.
a mule.
a Moscow
Moscow
Mule.
Mule.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's like ginger beer, simple syrup, lime juice maybe, and vodka or tequila depending on.
Does it come in like the like
In like those little
the
copper
fucking-
glasses.
What's the okay? It's like it's a real mixed drink.
It's
then.
like a mixed drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's
not
mixed with
like-
ice. It's not like a shake. Like it's not like a blended. Thing
I was
or anything.
picturing like what the fuck is the drink that everyone is drinking now? The seltzers.
Oh, those are good though.
I can't think of White Claw.
Spiked- Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Or
cool.
Trulies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't really drink, to be honest. I only smoke, and it's much
See, I-
easier and more chill, and like I'm like big on my like fitness and whatever, so I try not to like, even though like I fuck it up with the munchies anyway. It's just easier to not
real.
like destroy my liver. I did enough of that in college, and like especially like he said, the sugary drinks, like that's like all we would drink first couple of years, and I would just get so sick that like I'm just over it.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes me sick. Like when I used to drink like sweet like Locos or just
Oh my
like
God.
orange juice and whatever, like that would make me feel sick later.
Yeah.
Because now I drink most of the time tequila straight, like either shots or on the rocks, and I'm good. Like I know how much I can handle, and then I wake up glowing. I'm like, this is
I think it's a vibe thing for me. Like, you know, is if I'm drinking, like I know I gotta go out, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be social. Sorry, I got something on my tongue. I have a hair on my tongue, and but when I smoke, like that's in my house, like by myself, or if I'm like trying to be not around people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just how I go about it.
I mean, I think that it's a personal preference. Some people
True,
are just
yeah, it
not
is.
like comfortable. For me, like I am super like not comfortable at all when I'm drinking out in public because I think I might have like some sort of bladder problem, so I have to piss constantly. So drinking just makes it that much worse. I mean, no, whatever. It's the truth.
no,
just
like,
talking
I
about
wasn't
that.
expecting that, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like it just completely turns me off from that. But if I can eat like an edible and then go out, that's like my favorite
no.
because I'm just like floating.
Okay,
And,
One
like,
time,
I feel you on that one.
yeah.
last time I took an edible, I was like, yeah, I can't wait for it to hit me. And I was like so hyped. I was gonna watch like some funny shows or whatever. The second it hit me, I immediately passed out for like 10 hours.
As usual.
I was so pissed.
Emily's the worst person to smoke with because I'll be like, all right, Emily, like we're gonna have a session, like let's just like take a little toke, you know, get in the vibe. Yo, she takes a hit, she passed out on the couch. So now I'm just making beats. That's the thing with you.
Yeah, but that's why I say like, can we like not smoke maybe like right now?
And then okay.
I can't.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
then,
it's
but then
there,
what
it's
happens?
burning,
No,
I
but then
smell
what
it.
happens? So here's what happens. We're in a session, and Emily, I'm like, Emily's no, I don't want to smoke. I'm gonna toke a little bit because I'm engineering. Like, some people say like, you know, actually that's another topic. But yeah, I'll take a little hit. She's like, nah, like I'm good for now. And she gets in the booth, and she just like is not feeling it. And I'm like, Emily, come on, you got this. And she's getting frustrated at me. So now I'm frustrated at her. And I'm like, Emily, you could do better. Now we're fighting.
And then I'm
Full
frustrated at
blowout fight.
myself because I know I can get it. I'm just like, why is it not coming out right? Like,
Right.
what is wrong with me? Because this recording's so hard, honestly. Like, it's such a different approach to singing. But continue.
So we get into like every time. It's almost every session. Like when we don't have a session in a while, we get into like this weird fight. That's like, it's almost like we have to like get it out of the way so we can focus on the music. It's like some sibling shit.
Yeah.
Every time.
And like it's like almost like, and we're like, all right, this time like we're not gonna do it. And I say something to her and she gets pissed off, or she says something to me and I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
So back to the weed thing, we end up smoking because we have to, like, because the tension, and she gets in the booth and kills it. And it's
Yo,
just like, why
weed-
didn't
Gotta
why
get
we
them
go
creative
through this?
juices fucking flowing.
Honestly, probably every song I have, I was at least a little bit high for most of the vocals.
But yo, the fights are to the point where like I'm walking out of the studio type shit. And I'm just like, all right, I'm done. Like, and she's like, where she's walking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It gets crazy, but we know now we laugh, like we'll be so pissed at each other and like we'll have the fight and then we look at each other and laugh because we're like,
Again.
every time. Like we
Again.
can't just skip over it. Like we have to go through the storm to get to this rainbow.
What about writing?
Whatever.
What about writing? Like the actual
Oh.
tracks?
Oh yeah, so writing, like for me, like you can talk about your stuff after, but
Like with weed, I mean.
oh with weed. Oh no.
Now you're
Actually,
talking.
fun
On
fact.
weed.
Now you're talking.
I cannot write when I'm high. So like all my songs I write sober by myself usually. Like sometimes like
Locked
he
in a
comes
closet
in,
with like
my stuffed animals. But all my stuffed animals around. I got so many. And
too many.
too many. But
He
what
just
was I
finds you
saying?
passed out. The little bowl next to you. He's like, God damn it!
So,
Thought you weren't gonna smoke before this one.
I can't. Oh yeah, but so when I actually write the song before I show it to him, like to record and like we'll produce it and stuff. Like I have the majority of the song most of the time. I
Except
cannot
what?
the bridge. I can't write bridges. I'm like Julian.
I already know. Like I'm tapped into Write the Bridge.
Yeah, it's just his thing. But I keep getting off topic and I keep forgetting. What
No,
I'm saying.
writing.
Oh yeah, I don't write high. I literally when I'm high, I already barely think of anything in general. I'm just like always like woo. And when I'm high, it's like 10 times worse. And I'm just like, stressed. Like, I don't want to think of anything. Like, I can't create at all. So, yeah, I don't smoke when I write.
What gets you in the zone to write a song?
Probably, like, just either putting on beats, just, like, on loop. Like, I'll type in a vibe I'm feeling, like, an artist, and I'll look up, like, instrumentals under their name. And then I'll just, like, listen to a bunch of beats, and once I find one that I click with, I'll, like, write to it, and then I'll just sing him the song, and we just completely recreate a beat. Like, it's not at all the same.
Right.
So it's just to have, like, a foundation. And, or sometimes just, like, listening to, like, different artists that I don't really listen to, just to, like, for, like, a fresh, like, mindset or whatever.
Right.
Then after, like, a few songs of that, it usually, like, inspires me right away, and then I'm like, all right, I know what I'm gonna write about. Even if my song has nothing to do with what I was listening to, I just like listening to new artists or people I don't know, so I can get better inspiration, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Do you have anything to add to that, or like?
No,
do
she
you have your
pretty much
own-
nailed it. Like, we've only worked, like, released, 4 or 5 songs, right, at this point? What is it for you?
4 and then plus the duo thing.
So she'll, like she says, she'll write it, she'll get it, or she'll have a beat that she wrote to, and I'll, like, sometimes I think for, like, one of them, I was like, I don't even want to hear the beat. Just sing me the melodies, and I'll come up with the chords. It's because I don't want to get influenced. But at this point, like, I don't really get influenced, I realize. Is like, I can really just come up with something new.
Right.
If there's an element she really likes in the beat, like, I'll try and feed off of that so it captures the same vibe, like
Of
a
course.
bass line or
Like,
or
this new song we're
drum
working
kit.
on that happened. Like, the bass line was fire, but everything else is totally, like,
yeah,
original.
which is, and then I did my own thing with it. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not ripping it. I'm trying to make it my own.
Yeah.
But with that said, right now we're trying to focus on her, like, trying to get more acoustic with things, like, because her voice, like, we want to really let that shine.
Right.
So now it's gonna be, you're gonna start to see, like, acoustic, guitars, maybe just keys in her vocals, some string
Yeah,
parts,
like,
Nice.
more natural.
mellow with especially with the holiday season. We want to do some a Christmas special.
That's amazing.
Like,
I love that.
Yeah, we were
release.
just talking about on the way here. We're getting so high. Like,
Yeah.
we'll work on it later.
You have that cool like rasp to your voice with like the ringing out type of shit. So it's cool to like. I don't know how to explain it.
Yo,
'cause
that was
I'm
the
not-
best explanation.
But
I'm
it
not
makes
musically
sense.
like
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
versed. I listen to my own world of music, but like for what you guys are doing, it's really cool and like, it's appealing. For someone
Yeah.
who doesn't listen to a lot of like, I don't know if you would call it pop or what you would call
I
it.
say, like, my genre, I go by, like, pop R&B, because it's not, like, so pop, like, radio, but it's, like, not completely, like, R&B, like, soul at all.
Right,
so it's,
right.
like, a in-between, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, pop on.
But with
Right.
the acoustic stuff, what I wanted to say was, like, when I originally started writing music, I was only writing stuff on guitar and or piano.
Right.
So, like, that's kind of, like, where my foundation of songwriting came from, because I was a heavy Ed Sheeran fan, and I always wrote songs, like, my whole life about, like, apples when I was, like, 5 and stuff like that. Like, weird things.
Things haven't changed though.
Yeah, I still do the same thing. It's actually coming out next week, apples. But, yeah, so I want to go back to that, because I still have that in me, and, like, I don't have that at all in what I've shown people so far.
Right.
And that's kind of like my roots, I guess you could say, like the acoustic, but not so singer-songwriting. I kind of want it to have still like an urban feel or like a little bit edgy, because I don't want it to be too sweet.
Right.
So that's going to be definitely our next project.
But yeah, no, I mean,
Where were we?
your
Oh, the records.
When's your album
Right.
coming out?
my mixtape drops next week. It's
Guys.
some serious fire. Everybody go check it out.
Go check
if
it
you like,
LimeWire.
podcaster singles. It's called Podcast. So we were saying about Kanye West a little bit. We'll get back into you guys. I'm trying to like
I'm out.
pick up where I can start the like the editing on the podcast. I saw that Kanye West has some like church out in LA. One of the people that I have on my I was going to destroy the
Imagine I
audio.
just started auto, like, yeah.
You should just fade out, right? Just disappear behind.
Kanye,
Okay, Kanye
and
West.
his church.
Yeah, it's somewhere in LA, I guess. He like must rent out like one of those like Scientologist fucking churches or whatever.
Is
Right.
it Scientology?
I don't think it's Scientology, but I think
Oh.
that he like rents out like the space for it.
Kind of
And,
like
like,
an FU to Scientology.
I honestly don't know if that is part of it, but it's
That's
just to
weird.
fit a lot of
That's
people.
weird. But-
more or
I'm gonna
less.
bring Jesus.
Here's my
in
thing
here.
about Kanye. I'm gonna just say it. I mean, might as well, like, because Kanye is kind of like this whole big thing, right? It's like now this like concept. So Kanye, I love his early work. Like I'm
Same here.
big time influenced by his samples use and included with live instruments and creating this like amazing soundscape with like crazy drums. Like I love his shit. Even some of his later and my whole thing about Kanye is like let him rock, dude. Let him do his thing. With the choir thing, I think it's dope. I think he's doing something good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, is he a troll? I think he's a massive troll, and I think he knows he is, to a degree though. And I do think that like
But
I don't know, I would love to meet him straight up. Like
I kind of like get where he comes from sometimes. Because he's just so confident. He knows he's got it. That he's just like, I don't care. Like I say whatever I want. Or
what do you
I mean,
think?
I think that when you're that popular too, you should not give a fuck what people think because obviously if you do, you're gonna do like crazy shit that's gonna just negatively impact you.
Right.
Yeah.
Saw some shit like a couple of years ago when he was like going through some shit. He like bust into some random college classroom and like stood on the desks and like started giving like a random speech and everybody was like, what the fuck? Like that's Kanye, but I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
We should get one of those guys on here and be like, yo, how was it?
What the hell happened?
What was it like to
Yo,
be in
for
the
real.
audience when Kanye West just barges through and hops on a
in a
desk and starts?
classroom.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah,
Where?
I'll definitely
Dude, that's
I gotta look
edit
that
in
up.
the clip into the podcast. Yeah, no, it's I think it happened somewhere in Cali, but I will bring it up while we continue to talk.
probably like
about
one
it.
of like UCLA or like Northridge or one of those schools out there. I gotta see that. But
Yeah, I was
That
dying. on
is
it.
some boss ass shit.
Yo, what would you
He's
do?
giving
What
me
would you do if
ideas.
you were to barge into a classroom? Like, what would you have to say? Like,
I have no idea.
you'd be like, guys, my stuffed animals.
Guys, just as long as you got your stuffed animals by your side, you're good.
Eric,
You are good.
see if you can. I don't know if the monitor will go to the
Keep
Mac.
hitting this, by the
I
way.
can't.
Like
It's like-
OD.
See if you can bring
It's
up
like
That's why
Kanye
movies
West's
are bullshit.
speech at College for Creative
Sit
Studies in
normally.
Detroit.
Oh, that's my.
I can't because it's like my. I'm gonna sit like this.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna play it in here.
I have a song stuck in my head. Oh, let's see. Oh my.
Oh, he's cursing and everything.
Do you think he was on drugs?
Wait, hold on. No.
And that's what's really good about this opportunity that we have. You have like the greatest design school in the world, and you got Yale right next to you guys here, right now.
Right now, he's here.
He did it to this laptop. We're going to do to the planet. We are going to bring love, design, opportunity to this planet. It's possible. You can fucking
Wow.
So yeah, like
Wow, but they were so calm.
I think the other thing was like maybe someone did know he was supposed to come. I feel like that'd be weird if he just randomly showed up. But I remember hearing that he just like randomly showed up to this classroom and just like started doing this when like
Right.
the class was in session. Like
Maybe
the-
he was like, I want to bless people's lives right now.
I mean that's
And
cool.
show
Like
up.
be humble, you know. Like he obviously doesn't give a fuck about like you know I'm better than these people, but like he's trying to like spread like the word and whatever.
Yeah.
In that sense, I think it's cool. I mean, he does get a bad rap. He just doesn't help himself with some of the things that he does. But I don't dislike him. I just
Me
think that
neither.
he's you know maybe a little
There's worse
misled. Or
things
It's like
out
the
too-
same
there.
thing with Russ too. People have an issue with Russ, so I'm
I
gonna bring
don't.
this up.
I never understood.
Like there's a rapper named Russ, and you should check him out. He's dope, and people hate on him because he's arrogant. He's got that Kanye West type of vibe, but like
But it comes from like a good place, and his music's fire.
he's not calling nobody out. He's not disrespecting anybody. He's just doing him to the max, and
Right.
some people hate to see that. And I think it's just like their projection of like that they can't be that maybe, or I just respect it from a creative standpoint. Like,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
These guys are geniuses, but I think I would carry myself. I mean, I carry myself differently.
I
you
feel
know?
like,
I don't
yeah,
really care.
I feel like I would be like super silly. I don't know. I feel like I'm super comfortable with myself. Like I don't think any amount of I don't know, like fame, I guess, or like people looking at me would affect me.
Yeah.
Just because I've been pretty secure for a while now, and it would just kind of be dope to have like a million friends.
Yeah, I see that. It's just more. I'm talking more like the negative like side of it. I mean, like if people are hyping you up and supporting you, obviously you're not going to be opposed to that. Just more like.
I don't know if I would like.
I posted a video of me doing a God's Plan cover.
Okay.
And I did the promotion thing on Instagram. All hate. Not even one like. Oh, there was a few, but like people I work with, and it's like, damn. And but at the same time, it like woke me up to say like everyone's got their own subjective opinion.
But
And
did you like
glad,
it?
I'm glad I liked it.
Yeah,
I was having a
that's all
blast
that
on
fucking
camera.
matters.
I'm like, I don't care. And
Yeah.
I was like asking her. I'm like, she's like, yeah, you know, it's a little low for your voice and this, that, and I'm like, but I'm vibing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm enjoying myself. And I'm a big thing about like whether it's performance, studio, podcasting, like. It's all about like true emotion, right?
100%.
If you're out there like trying to sound like someone, or you're trying to like not encapsulate your emotions, then you're not doing yourself a favor. And that's why I think a lot of people they go down bad routes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know what gets into their head to do certain things, I guess.
yeah.
Or like what inspires it, motivates it.
But yeah, that's my thing on Kanye.
No, I mean, again, I'm not hating on the guy. I understand he's under a lot of fire, like, constantly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it comes with being famous, whatever else. You're constantly under the public's eye or whatever. But, I mean, like you said, I enjoyed a lot of his, like, older shit. When we were in college and, what was it, Flashing Lights came on. That,
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
Flashing lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would fucking go crazy. That was like me and my like college floors like song that we'd turn on when we were pre-gaming. And just Kanye was like the soundtrack of like my freshman year of college just because
Right.
all of his shit that was out at that time was like unreal. And that song Good Life, I fucking love that song. That always hypes me up.
My boy put me on like he was on Kanye with Elite. I mean, he put me on to Champion.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And I remade the beat to it because he wanted me to. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it, and I did a pretty good job. Like I got all like the synths and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I got into this thing where I was like producing other people's beats to learn it. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
like what it forced me to do, it forced me to listen attentively to everything that's going on. Which when you listen to a song, you kind of just focus on the lyrics and the vibe.
Yeah.
This made me focus on like those little sound effects in the background. Those, you know, why he does this with the beat. He pulls this out, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that was like a big, you know, growing in that early stages, like, you know, and I'm sure she did the same thing with her, you know, singing and stuff like that, you know, like
Yeah,
really
just
studying
mimicking singers and learning.
that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, I mean, I from what your guys' performance earlier, you guys both sounded like really good, and like I said, I don't necessarily listen to like R&B type shit, but I definitely enjoyed that you know
Thank
mini
you.
set or
Appreciate
whatever
it.
you want to call it.
Awesome.
That was the first time she sang that.
Yeah,
word?
live.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't been performing.
Just outside of like the
That song.
the studio itself, where you do
Yeah.
like, where you do like different parts and then you stop and then you do another.
No,
part
I
and
just
stop.
meant that was the first time that you sang that song
Yeah, like live.
ever.
Yeah, probably.
No, you're not
well,
on. She's not on the song.
Oh, your
It's my-
song.
yeah. So
Wait, what are you
it's
talking about? Oh, your
Summer
song.
Traffic in New
I
York.
thought you were talking about my song. I
Oh,
was
my
like, wait.
fault.
No, I'm not on that song. I just know the hook.
Yeah, so that was the first. Oh,
My
my
bad.
fault.
I
Yeah,
was-
we got confused because she, you know.
I was like, wait,
But that was the first live performance of your song.
my song.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then your song too.
My
Yeah, we
fault,
never even.
But when you guys record it, do you do it straight
Oh,
through
good
or like
question.
in pieces?
We were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah, it depends on the song too. Like some songs, most of the time we do sections. Like I'll try to do, for me at least, I don't know how you are because rapping's different. It's more of like a steady flow.
Right.
But I'll like vibe to it for like 2 or 3 takes, like fully.
Right.
And then we always end up just sectioning it off.
Okay.
You know, and then like if there's still something, we'll just punch it in.
Okay.
But my goal, honestly, my personal goal is to be able to do things in like a really short amount of time. Like really learning the song beforehand and just going in the studio and just like killing it in like a few takes.
Right.
You know, because
Yeah.
I have a hard time with that because I'm not in the studio as much as I would like to be.
Right.
But the more I'm in it, the more like I get used to it. You know, it's like anything.
As far as songwriting goes, because I think these songs are written so fast, it's hard. You never really get a chance to like like live and sit with it and like make it and marinate with it, you know, and make it second nature. It's
Sure.
kind of new to you. I'll write a verse, she'll write a chorus, she hops in, you know, like the day after or something. And I think that's like what's happening a lot with the industry. You know, because songs are being pumped out like no other.
Yeah.
So a lot of these songs are being done actually just sectioned off, like we were just talking about, like verse, chorus, and focusing on each one of them. But you know, I think it's like a lost art though to do like the whole take through. I think Adele does those things, and she'll sit with a song and she'll do it 30 times live.
Yeah, that's like the type of song where it's like you can do it one take, you know? It's like it's written to sing it as like a full song. But a lot of these songs, like with production and stuff, it's like you want to do all these things, so you do have to do separate takes.
But I think for Conversation, her song, we could have done a one taker.
Yeah, well, what happened with that song was we had vocals on it, and then we just had to punch in a few things one day, like just I changed like a line or something, so we just were redoing a few things. But then he was like, "Yo, your tone sounds so much better than the original one." So we ended up redoing the whole song.
Right.
We do
Right?
that. We do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about, like we realized like she could do it better. She sits with it, comes back to the studio.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get out of, because I want to like learn the song, so
And
I
do
don't
it
have
right
we don't
away.
have to keep going back
Yeah.
to it,
Of
because
course.
we keep doing that, and it turns out great. But I want to be more efficient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're actually in the studio recording, are you're playing just like a track back, or you like, because I've seen you play like actual, like, it must be like a MIDI thing that's hooked
Yes.
up, and so you're like doing that while she's
No,
singing, or
no,
that's
no,
like
no.
you record
Yeah.
that, then you do it.
So
like
I'm making the beat first.
Right.
Get it to a point, and if she's like I'll produce until she tells me she's ready to go, basically.
Yeah, like I'll sit next to him, because we start from scratch, like literally new track, everything. So I'll basically just sit next to him and I'll listen to what he's doing, and we'll figure out the instrumental. And then once it's like solid enough where it's basically the final thing, like just maybe a few tweaks later, then we go in the booth, you know.
What's cool about, I think what's cool, like what's unique about our relationship though is that we're brother and sister obviously, but what that does is it gets rid of like that trying to feel nice, you know what I mean? Like that, like, I don't want to say that, or,
Yeah.
you know, like I tell her how it is. I'm like, Emily, you're not getting it. Or she'll tell me how it is, like, yo, this beat sucks.
Yeah.
Or
Oh
like,
my God.
but it is more efficient in a
Yeah.
way, and it's like cool because when it is good, it's not bullshit. It's
Yeah.
like it's real. Like that's really good. You know what I mean? That's why I think like having
why-
a good relationship is
Yeah.
important.
I feel like I haven't really worked with other producers at all. Like I've just been in contact with them.
You've tried to work with like a bunch of people, haven't you?
I never actually got in the studio with them, because I'm so
Oh.
afraid that they're not going to be honest with me of like how I'm singing. And I need that sometimes, because sometimes I think it's good and like I listen back, it's okay. But from another person's perspective, especially like knowing what they could, like you can do, like mixing and everything, I like to know like if I'm on the right track, or like if I hit a note right, or stuff like that.
Right.
So it's definitely more of an intimate type of thing, because it's very down to the detail of like how I'm saying things.
Sure.
And like even with yourself, you know, like sometimes like you probably say the same things to yourself, but you have that like
What, like
mirror, like what you need to fix, like
Like
how
when
to
I'm recording
record.
my own stuff.
Yeah, like you're able to judge yourself. Like
Yes.
for me, it's harder, I think.
Yeah, I think that's why any artist, like what we're starting to do, but like to record yourself and hear yourself back
Right.
and judge yourself, because once you're your own judge, you know, like when I go in the studio with other producers, I'll always be like, yo, what do you think? Like I got a shout out to Globetrotter, by the way.
Hell yeah.
He's a good friend of mine. He's a great artist, and we were working a lot in the studio together earlier this year.
Okay.
And oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
Globetrotter.
No, right.
It's right there.
Yo, I thought you. I'm like, yo, do they have something like to go back? No, wait.
You're working with Globetrotter in the studio.
No.
You were literally just saying.
No, I know, but
That was the last thing you said.
Yo, this is hilarious. Yo, he's gonna laugh his ass off when he sees this shit.
Give him another shout out,
No,
Globetrotter.
but I was trying to make a point. Of course, you guys don't know. But the
I
no, what were we just talking about though?
I honestly don't know where you were
You
going.
record it by
That's-
yourself, but when you go into the studio.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
Good listener.
that was the first time for me that I was having another engineer me. I was
Right.
always my own engineer. And it was dope because she's got a whole nother flow, a whole nother ear, a whole nother vibe that he's like sharing with me almost.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like giving me a part of him. Like, yo, I don't like that take. And I'll be like, nah, I like it. He'd be like, nah, I think you would do it this way. I'll do it. Like, for example, like he had me take out a whole line out of a song once and replace it with something else. And I was like, that was the moment I was like, this is fucking dope.
Yeah.
I could curse, right? Just make
Oh, absolutely.
Hell
that's
yeah.
fucking
I've
dope.
cursed a million times.
Yo, that's fucking dope. So like, yeah, like I said, shout out to him, but like also shout out to like, it's kind of both. You know, you got to know yourself. You can't always rely on the producer. Producer can't rely on you. It's got to be mutual. You know, you got to know what you like, but you got to have open mind.
Of
to it.
course.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what is so cool about the two of you is that you guys have each other. Like you said, I mean, if you guys were just like not related, didn't know each other, you know what I mean? Like, it would just suck that much more because you'd have to do everything by yourself and you wouldn't have anyone to kick ideas off of.
Yeah.
And like you just said, you make some like friends in the industry that actually like know what the fuck they're talking about. Now you have that person too, and you guys can like almost collectively like
Exactly.
work,
And
you know,
just- it's
use
just
your
like-
own talents, put it together, and fucking
Yeah.
And
go with
sometimes
it.
with songs, it's like you want to get as much feedback as possible from different people who aren't in the studio or like who are new to like your environment because it's just a different year.
Yeah, definitely.
I forgot. I had something totally I was gonna say and totally like I
Right.
forgot everything. But yeah, forget that.
we got a live band going on in the other studio, and if you guys can hear that, just ignore.
I
Not,
honestly didn't
Oh,
even
okay.
notice.
I can hear it through my headphones. That's why I was.
Yo, maybe
like,
we should get you on the engineer team. I didn't
No,
even
it's
hear
just I have really good hearing, but it might be
Oh.
tone deaf.
Mm.
No, I'm just kidding. What?
No, like, you're good.
Yo,
Go.
speaking
Tell me.
of where we're going the same lane, my song that I just released, you know, with collaboration and
yeah.
like feeding each other like that vibe, she wrote. Okay, so Conversation and Lil Love, her song and my song, are like brother and sister songs.
They came from the same hook,
Thread.
the same idea.
See, like that's so
Her.
cool that you guys can do that, and like it's not like someone's gonna be like, "Well, you use my fucking shit, so like
Yeah.
I'm suing you now." Like you guys purposely, I'm assuming, kind of
so-
did that in a way, right?
Nope.
No, what happened was
Kind of.
Okay.
I was showing him a song.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I
know
was
what you're
showing
saying, yeah.
him Conversation. What was going to be Conversation? It was still in the works, and I had like, it was like a mix of your hook and my hook, and he really liked it a lot. And I was still like working on it. It was like early stages, so he just started
We were
vibing
writing
with
it together. Remember?
Yeah,
Like one of
for
the-
me,
yeah.
but then he was vibing with it, and I went in the booth or something, and then he
I think-
recorded it.
I think
No.
it's hard to remember because it was like I think
No,
we were
I
both
rem-
high actually. To be honest with you.
I don't think I was.
Anyway, long story short
Yeah.
though, like you wrote it, right? It was a lyric, Lil, I'ma need some love right now. Need a little love. And I was like, that's fire. And I think you said you didn't like it or something like that. And I
No,
was
'cause
like,
you
I
were-
like it.
You were changing lyrics, so I was like, I don't like that. So I basically was like, he started singing it, recording it, so I was like, you can keep that. And I really liked it a lot still, and I was like, this is really good. Like, I still want to keep the essence of it.
Right.
So, like,
So
I'm
I went
missing
off
you
on this
now.
tangent with Lil Love, and then she just went off on the conversation and kept whatever she kept. So it was like my song is like a tangent off of her song. But it's
Okay.
cool. It's like similar vibes. If
Yeah,
you go
it
listen
kind
to
of
them,
was
you'll...
like this, and
you'll-
then it went like that. Because
they both-
nothing was exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it was the same mother.
Yeah, like they had the same keys, the same instrument.
Yeah.
That's why music is so cool because you can change a couple of things. You can hear like the similarities, but it's a
Right.
different fucking song. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure both of them sound good in their own
Totally.
respective
Well, she
way. You know
influenced
what I
me
mean?
tremendously on that. Like
Yeah.
that R&B, like I wasn't doing R&B. I was doing like hard rap back in the day. Like, I mean hard as in like, you know, just high energy and shit like that. And she got me into doing like more R&B stuff. Like, that's
Right, right.
dope. You know, that's just like the
I didn't
benefit
know
of it.
that.
I have this one friend that I've had on the podcast multiple times, Lucid. I don't know if you know him from what I've posted or not, but rapper. He's got like dreads and shit. Cool dude. But his whole brand is called No Genre, like KNOW
Oh,
genre.
really?
And like he basically doesn't have one set style. Like he does like some singing, some rapping. He does some metal, but it all actually like really works.
And like,
like-
ties together in some way.
Yeah,
I gotta check him out.
Yeah, like
That
he
sounds
does.
dope.
He doesn't like. He definitely check him out because like I'm not just hyping him up because he's my boy. Like he's really good. And like again, I don't listen to this like type of stuff a lot, but like I like his stuff a lot,
Right.
and
That's so interesting because
definitely.
a lot of artists I feel like can't do that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can mix all of those and still pull it off and like be the same artist like himself.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I always say to him too. I'm like, dude, it takes like a lot to like expand yourself and like not verify yourself as just like I'm a rapper. Like he's like, nah, I'm a musician. Like I do all different types of shit.
Yeah.
Play guitar, I play drums. Like I do some metal, do some fucking rap, some like good singing. I mean, like R&B type shit, like you guys are
Yeah.
doing. But yeah, I mean, like I can hear like the same like style within what you guys are doing. Like I said, like you have like a Mac Miller vibe. Like he kind of was like the same way, you know, like he did some like singing, but then he did like a lot of rapping.
Yeah.
So
He found he found his voice in both places, I think.
yeah, I mean, like that's really cool. I mean, like that you can sound so good in two different
Yeah.
areas, and like anyway,
Yeah.
that's just a thought.
It's hard to put a genre on things these days. It's just
Yeah.
because it's the
Yeah.
future and there's so much shit going on. There's people doing like, you know, Motown samples and doing hip hop still, and it's like, and people
That's
are doing like
kinda
electronic.
cool.
You know, it is. You just listen to it. It's good music and bad music. That's what this.
But
One of my
everything
friends.
is subjective.
Yeah, but I still feel like there's good bad music. Like you're never like, oh, that's an okay song, so I'm gonna
Actually,
listen
there
to
is
it.
bad
Yeah,
music
nah.
in the
You,
sense
right?
that
You don't listen. You listen to a song because you're like, I really like the
Wait.
song.
I know someone who would like make beats and stuff.
Who what?
I know someone who would make beats, like
Oh.
he still does, and he would use. That's it. He would use, so like you know like the 808s, but there's like notes
Yes.
of the 808s, but he wouldn't use it in the same key as a song. So
Oh.
the 808s and like
Are
the
off key?
bass would just be like the rhythm would be there, kind of, but then
Sometimes
it
that
would be like
works.
completely different notes. No,
No,
not
like,
with him.
Well, in trap music.
Yeah,
it
so
does.
I was like, this could have been okay, but like, there's like 3 different songs going on in one. Like that's what it
Yeah,
felt like.
that-
So then there, it's like, okay, you need to learn some music theory,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little bit.
It's funny you say 808. I didn't know that. What is that, like a time like stamp or time
It's
measure,
like
whatever the
a-
fuck you call it?
Oh, an 808 is a bass. You hear it in almost every like hip hop trap record. It's like boom,
There's like a bounce.
Okay.
boom, boom, boom. you know?
Yeah,
That's
someone
my
used
mouth 808. Right
like the term 808 in their lyrics that I was listening to
Yeah.
recently, and now I'm like trying to recall who the fuck said that in their song. But yeah,
Well, actually,
now I
to
know
be
what it
honest, just to like give you the real knowledge, is like 808 used to be like, well, it's a kit. It's a whole kit. It's like a kick, snare, hi-hat, but it's an old school analog drum machine.
Okay.
That they still use today, and they manipulate it to sound like, you know, different sounds and stuff like that. But
Okay.
that's the. But people like in hip hop and trap, they use like the term 808 mainly for the bass.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned
I'm
that,
like
I'm
an
thinking
encyclopedia.
it might have been like a Lil Wayne song or some shit. But
Oh.
yeah.
I've heard it in a lot of
Me
songs.
too, yeah.
Like them say the words, right? 808.
Yeah, I never knew. I thought that was like someone's area code or some shit. I didn't realize that it was like.
Yo, with the
And
808?
Where is
I
it?
don't
Can we
need
look
to
up where
wait.
808 is?
Yo, is that an actual area code? That'd be
It has to
sick.
be like 917's an area code. It goes up
and
to
it's
that.
just like mad people just 808s all day. It's like yo, all
Hawaii.
You gotta do is just
No way! Yo,
Hawaii?
we should make a song about that.
shut up. No,
Eight-
not you. That's
Dropping
crazy.
808s in Hawaii. No.
808s.
Anyway.
It is the 808 telephone area code covers the inhabited, developed, and uninhabited areas of the Hawaiian Islands out to Midway Island and Woke
I
Island.
hope one day I know where all these places are.
Yeah.
Shit.
You don't know where Hawaii is?
I don't know. Midway, Southway. What
No, I mean like it's
know
like the
Maui.
this is like the biggest island of Hawaii, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
I want
that's
to go
cool to
there.
know, right?
Because Moana.
Yeah, that'd
Wow.
be pretty cool.
I mean, right? Isn't that like based out of Hawaii or something?
Yeah, I believe so. Hawaii just seems like a cool spot.
Hell yeah.
I know they have like really good weed out there too.
Oh,
really?
shit.
Maui,
Grow it out
Wowie,
there?
if you've
Oh,
heard of
yeah,
that.
for sure.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know that.
I mean, it's definitely legal there
know
too.
it.
I know something.
Note.
Take notes.
But yeah, no, I mean, I learned something. I didn't realize that not only that 808 was the Hawaiian area code, but it had like the whole
Double whammy.
old school kind of
Kit.
like
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Now you're gonna hear it in every song.
Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that. Like I
And then a 909 kit. They have that too, which is more used for like dance music.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
for real?
Yeah. If you look it up, it's cool
Yeah, let's
shit. I mean, it's
bring
like the
our
basis
909s
of
back.
like a lot of pop music. You know what I mean? It changed. I don't want to get into history and shit, but like
Yeah, please
changed-
don't, because I'll just fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Take a nap.
Bore her ass.
I got a Behringer Rhythm Designer RD8 analog drum machine. That's what came up when I typed in 909. But
I'm not like that. I don't know that shit.
Well, that's
but
good.
I know
just
what
like
it
some
says, like,
drum machine.
That's
but
probably sick, and
Yeah.
I'd probably love to have it. But yeah, like I just use the machine. MASCH.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because I like hear the S in there. When
machine.
you, like I know machine, like what
Machine.
you know?
I kind of slip it in.
Machine.
Anyway.
you guys said something about a lisp before. Before you get to that, I also had a lisp growing up. I might still have it. When I was a baby, my tongue was way too long, so they had to cut it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so like
I can't tell.
yeah, I have gum in my mouth too, so I'm really not trying to do that to you guys right now. But my tongue was cut, and it's just not like it's like
It's just like.
it's like not round. It's just like
Wait,
flat
can I
on
see
the
now
end.
though? It's bothering me. I want to know.
I'll show it to you afterwards.
Got it.
Yeah.
Secrets.
You show each other.
No, they know. It's just I have gum in my mouth, and it helps me to like keep
Ah.
talking and like stay hydrated and shit. So I'm
Ah.
not gonna take it out, and
Gum keeps
Oh,
you
that's interesting.
hydrated
I guess so. I don't know.
because it makes you salivate.
Like-
salivate or whatever.
It like
And you-
activates your mouth.
Yeah, whatever it does, it keeps me sharp. I only chew the blue 5 gum as random,
Oh,
but
It
really?
lasts so long.
it lasts forever.
I know.
Really?
I can chew like one piece for 2-3 hours.
I
and
think
it's
it's like 2 or 3 days. I was like, dude, it's not that good.
no, that's
like,
disgusting. Right?
Just 2 or 3 days.
Sometimes I
sleep
do
with it.
fall asleep with gum in my mouth, and with long hair, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to wake up with that shit in my hair.
Oh,
So-
That's happened to me. Not in my hair,
For
but I
real?
do fall asleep with it sometimes.
Damn.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I choked on it one time, and I woke up. I'm like, I will never do that again. And then the next
Good
week,
thing
I
you
did.
woke up.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
I
choking
mean,
on it in your sleep.
that just luck, I guess. Someone was looking out for
So
me.
wait, how old were you when they chopped it off?
I think I was like just born.
People just tapping into the podcast now are like, what the
Yo,
fuck?
what?
Yeah, what now?
I still have a dick. I promise. That's not what got chopped off.
He's just covering it up.
Yeah,
my
no. People always are like, "What's the deal with your tongue?"
Wait,
Because
sorry,
well, no,
really?
once I tell them that,
Oh.
like they can't get off of that, and then I like try to run away from that.
Just like they see your tongue, automatically, your tongue is weird.
Yeah, right. What the fuck?
Something happened to that.
Well, I definitely had like a stronger lisp growing up too. Before I had braces, I had like a little, not a huge gap between my teeth, but I guess like even like a little bit made it that much worse.
Wow.
But you had one too, one of you guys?
Yes, so
Okay.
I was born with this sad thing. No, I had a lisp. Like,
Wait, Emily, say sad one more time.
stop. Stop. Okay, so this is what happened. So, I had a lot of my lifetime. I I had a lisp, and it wasn't until like really bad. Like I would literally be like, I was doing it first,
What?
like first. Like I literally
It
was
was
like
bad.
shh, like basically it was so bad, and
Maybe
it
you should
wasn't.
have chopped yours off too. Would have helped it out a little quicker.
I don't know. Maybe it's not long
Nah,
enough.
well, remember when you found the sandpaper? It all worked out.
Right. That happens. No, but it wasn't until like the 3rd grade I met my friend Julia. Hey, Jules. And she has like a really sharp S, like very clear, and
She got a sharp ass.
sharp S, beautiful ass,
Sharp ass.
sharp S. And I just being friends with her, I was like, damn, I don't sound like that. Like, you know, I kind of like realized like my S's are not like that. So now I
guess
started
that's how
like
it happens?
practicing, like even now if you see like a lot of my S's are to the side, especially when I talk fast or I'm not thinking about saying my S because I still kind of think about it. That's why certain songs I can't sing because there's so many S's, and rapping is like impossible for me
Yeah.
because it's like it comes out. It's like even now I'm overthinking it and I'm really nervous. But I
Can't
kind
go
of
a
just
day without your flavors.
but yeah. So
Yo, by the way,
I,
no disrespect to anyone with lisp. It's just
Yeah, it's just
busted
funny.
chops.
It's just
You
funny.
should do an entire song with like
With
a
my
lisp.
Just
Yeah.
let it go.
But be
'Cause
dead
I'm
ass
telling
about
you-
it too.
Run.
I'm
Give
telling
them
you,
like
like-
the serious eyes the entire time when you do it. See
great.
like
be
you know
really
read
fun.
the crowd, see how people.
Have you ever seen Kingsman?
No.
The villain has a lisp, and it's so funny. Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
He has
I've never
a
heard
lisp
of
in
that
that
movie before.
Fire, you gotta watch. There's
Okay.
2 movies of those.
Right.
But yeah, so I basically taught myself how to not have a lisp, and still to this day I struggle with my S's. And you can see, like, I move my mouth a lot because of it.
Well, I mean, also when you're younger too, you have like different teeth, and like you're still like figuring out like what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, like
But
talking and you know.
I think
acting,
naturally,
so.
though, I still have a lisp. I'm just so conscious of it, and I'm so used to forcing myself not to have one that it's just not there anymore.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
if
no,
I don't think about it, it's...
So do I. I talk slower, or like you said, you disguise it somehow.
Yeah.
Figure whatever
It's
way.
exhausting.
I stay away from the S words when I can.
Exactly. Like, when I write songs, I literally, like, sometimes I want to say lines so bad, but I'm like, it's like, and I'm like, no way in hell that's happening. Like, live or in the studio, like, it's going to be so difficult.
Yeah.
So that's one of the obstacles that I go through on a daily basis.
So last time you were in here, I think you had a gig like shortly after like you were gonna be on the show. Not that night, but it was like
Yeah.
I think you said it was like SOBs or something like that.
Yes,
How did that go? If you remember. Terrible.
Yeah, like both on my part and the venue, like the sound was shit. Sorry guys, I would like to perform there again though. No, but the sound was just really bad because it was a festival, so there were a lot of artists, and
Right.
like I was the only one like really singing. It was a lot of hip hop. Like
Okay.
I was the only one who I think was singing at all, and everyone else was just rapping over their own tracks, and I was doing everything live, and the sound was just off. There was no sound check. I went out first, and they told me literally like 3 minutes before. Like they had a meeting with everyone, and they were like, "Yeah, like you're on first." And I was like, "You mean like now first? Like right now?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm not ready." My friends weren't even there yet, and they ended up turning around because they didn't give me any information besides the day, and the time I had to be there, which was mad early, and. I was really trying. I feel like it could have been so good on my part, but there was like feedback, like it was piercing, and I didn't really hear it well, and it was just so bad. Like,
Did you get a sound check?
nope.
Damn.
There were like 50 artists, and there was like a week of just mad people performing every day. So I think they didn't give a shit, honestly.
Yo,
you
that's
know?
crazy.
And it sucked, and like I couldn't sell any tickets, you know, so I kind of like lost money on that aspect. And it was like spring break, so yeah. But I do have a show
This your camera over here.
right here. We do have a show, both of us. We actually ended up booking it on the same day in the same place with the same people, December 11th. And it's at the Delancey in the Lower East Side, I'm pretty sure. And the doors open at 6, and we'll be having the links out soon for that.
Doors open at 7.
6. He told me 6
Oh,
today.
he said be there at 6.
Oh, why he?
Well, you can be there at 6 too. We'll have a couple
Yeah,
drinks.
go at 6. Screw it.
Or smoke.
And
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, so
Gotta
we're
get them
both
creative
performing.
Yeah.
juices pumping. So
For
you're
real.
both performing. I'm sorry.
Oh
Yes.
no, don't apologize.
Yeah, we're not too sure about like the logistics of the night, but like
Yeah, we're
definitely
still
on
in
the
the
same night.
process, but we're definitely booked for it. We're just trying to get the details. So yeah, December 11th. It's a Wednesday. Save the date, and it's gonna be fun because this is actually gonna be my first show in a very long time.
Bring your mother.
Because I mean, besides tonight, which was cool to do that. Yeah, I haven't performed. I took a huge break just because, like, I started doing like bigger venues, I guess, and where you have to like sell a minimum amount of tickets, and I don't like that because before I was actually getting paid to perform,
Right.
and I didn't like that I was like owing people just because like people weren't showing up, and it
Yeah,
was just
screw
like
that.
I felt like I was being screwed, and so I just stopped doing shows for a while, and I'm finding like guitarists to work with now, and like trying to find like my own thing instead of just going up there like kind of unsure like what I'm really portraying
Sure.
with my music and everything. So I'm excited. So I have 3 weeks to prepare for this, and
Is it
I got
3
enough
weeks?
music. It's like
Oh, yeah, that's
like
right. Yeah,
3
yeah,
weeks
yeah.
and 2
Wow.
days from today. But yeah, December 11th, and I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Stay tuned for details on their Instagrams.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll be posting about it basically every day till it happens.
Yes.
So people go.
Send a DM if you're really confused and you need help
yeah,
finding tickets or whatever.
exactly.
Shouldn't be that hard, but
Yeah.
you know.
I'll have physical tickets. There's tickets at the door, and we're both gonna have links as well. So there's like too many options to like, no excuses.
Pick your favorite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. And So I saw that she had posted that you also did a performance like right around the time I had her on the podcast. It was like a group of y'all on stage, and you're like doing some like cool shit. You're just like posing for a picture, but like it was right
There was
around
a bunch
February.
of people on stage.
Oh, that was
Might
probably
have just
for
been
my
like your
single.
crew. I don't know if they were
What
all
was that?
performing with you.
It was
But
probably for my March 1st. Like mad people went. Remember?
maybe
at,
that's what it was. I thought he was performing for some
Are you
reason.
talking about? Was it? Yeah. What are you?
March 1st was when my single dropped. And
It
had,
might have
like,
actually
a-
been your show. Now that I'm
Yeah,
thinking
and he
about
was
it.
there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
some of his friends, my friends were
Okay.
there.
A
And,
picture, right?
yeah.
Where like, wait, was it a picture like a pose picture with like a bunch of people?
yeah.
Yeah,
that was for her
my
show.
Yeah.
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 I think I just convinced myself just now that it was your performance, but you performed live before as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
He kills it.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
Thank you.
The energy.
Were you living out in Cali or some shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived there for 4 years.
Oh hell yeah.
From like when I was 19, I moved out there, and then stayed out there till I was 23 last year.
Hell
and
yeah.
I moved back in August.
So what were you doing out there? College or something?
I did a program at UCLA Extension, which is like an extension of UCLA.
Right.
So it's like 9 months. You get a certificate at the end, but it's cool because like all the professors are industry professionals, so they do that on the side. They give it back to the community in a way, you know.
Hell yeah.
And it's affordable and all that stuff. So it was like I was like, yo, you know what? Like I just want to change. Like I was living with my uncle at the time. It was like I worked for 6 months. He had a girlfriend, crazy girlfriend, Jackie, and a banana.
Oh shit.
And I was living with him, going through all his problems, and he's like a very successful musician
Right.
in the wedding band, corporate party, and that lane.
So you got another musician in the family.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
So
doing
he's the
song.
one, like I said, he bought me the equipment, but I was living with him and I wasn't feeling it. So I need to switch something up because I want to go back home. I have nowhere to go.
Right.
So you know what? Like I'm gonna go out to LA, get a job. I got a job out there. I was working at 800 Degrees, and which is fire
The
pizza, by the way.
best.
I go
It's
there every time.
Delicious. If you ever go out to Cali, do you ever go? Have you been there?
I've been there before. Yeah.
Okay, 800 Degrees Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very, very,
Very
good.
good.
Hell
Plug
yeah.
that real quick.
Yeah.
And then so I was there for 9 months, did a program, finished the program, and just stayed out there. And then I got like a bunch of other jobs.
Right.
I lived with an old lady for 6 months. Shout out Jean Black.
Jean.
She worked like in the medical field, and she had an extra room for $600 a month in LA in Culver City, which is like a pretty dope area because you're
Right.
close to like everything. It's central.
Yeah.
There's a lot
And
of
it's
places.
pretty. Like it's just a nice
It's
area.
expensive
Yeah.
as fuck to
Yo,
live out there
crazy
now.
$600 for a room and like a pretty sweet setup.
A
She's
pool,
gone.
dogs.
Pool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
She's if you go into YouTube and you check out my video, Keep My Cool, Genuardi Keep My Cool, you'll see the backyard. So I lived with her for 6 months and I kind of moved around, and then like that I have a lot of stories from out there like that we can maybe save for another day. But just
Absolutely.
to wrap it up, you know,
Yeah.
like I was out there, came back here, and you know, and now I'm back in New York. I got a studio. I work out of Bushwick, so that's where I'm
Oh
at.
hell yeah. That's awesome. Bushwick is a sick area too, especially
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
people around our age. You know, up and coming music is huge over there. You
Yeah.
got what is it, the Williamsburg Music Hall or whatever the fuck they call
Right,
it.
I've
She
seen a few
performed
shows.
there.
Oh wow,
I
really?
performed there. I was like, I've seen a few shows there. No, I performed there actually. I forgot about that. Yeah, cool venue. I like it there. It's like small but nice. You know what I mean? I like
Hell
when
yeah.
it's like small enough where it's intimate.
Yeah, that I like Irving Plaza a lot.
Yeah,
Gramercy's
that's a good-
Gramercy's pretty
That's
sick.
a cool spot.
Yeah,
Oh, I like
performed with
Gramercy,
Gramercy
too.
last year.
Wait,
No, my fault. Yeah, last year.
Was it last
Okay.
year?
Yeah, that shit was sick. Hmm
Oh,
So that's pretty big then. So you got some like
Exposure,
big,
whatever you
no,
want to
like
call it.
large, like you
Yeah,
know,
large venues.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a tour last year with this artist named Shane Hendricks, and
Oh wow.
we toured the Northeast, and that was pretty sick, man. Like,
So you've been living like the actual dream, like not. I mean, to
it's
some
always
extent.
a struggle,
Yeah,
right? Like
of
you
course.
always want to get to the next spot, but
Of course.
yeah,
You have
like
to keep
it's tough,
moving.
man. Like, cause you know, like I have a responsibility to like take care of her career and my career.
He
Right.
feeds
And-
me at night.
The
Makes
baby
my
spoon.
bed.
I'm fucking here. Like
Wow.
I'm like in tears because it's like so fucking good. You know, like
Powerful.
See,
yeah.
like that.
just like nothing else. You know.
That like rarely
Dope, man.
happens to
Hell
me.
yeah.
So when I find an artist or a song that can actually do that to me, I'm like, wow.
You guys gotta come see Fish. You guys are gonna.
I would love. I don't know their music. I'll have
Yeah,
to try it.
I'm-
Yeah, I've never heard it.
My
Really.
60th show of theirs will be December.
60th?
Yeah, December 1st. I'm seeing them at the Coliseum. My first time seeing them on Long Island.
Wait, you said you've been to 60 shows?
My 60th show will be December 1st.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my
and then I'm seeing them
God.
4 more times, the 28th, 29th, 30, and 31 of December.
Wow, so I'm sure you can
That's
come out and see us in the midst of
Oh,
all
fuck yeah. I love live music.
Yo, me too, man. It's so different.
Anytime you guys are performing, I will definitely be there.
For sure.
My one thing is, like, obviously, I have, like, shit work hours, so if it's before
shit,
7:30, I might not be able to make it, so
Right.
don't hold me to, like, I'll always be there.
Oh
'cause,
no,
like,
man! Don't worry.
If you give me enough advance, though, I will definitely make a you know.
Bro, I'm lucky if
Yeah.
I show up to the gig, you know what I'm saying?
I thought that's what you were saying before on the train, because I was like, oh, I'm kind of nervous for the show, and he was like, I'm not really nervous. I'm just nervous I'm not going to show up. But so I was
Nah,
like,
she
wait, what do you
misunderstood.
mean? But that's what I heard twice, and I was like, what do you mean you're like?
What did I say?
You said I'm nervous. People aren't going to show up.
The first
But-
one's better.
Yeah, that was funny. No, because people say they were gonna come. Like people have been hitting me up the past few months saying like, "Yo, when's your next show?" Because I have
Yeah.
not been performing. Like
Yeah.
not
Well, here
one
it is.
time, not even practicing for it.
Here it is.
But
No, that's awesome.
But yeah, so now I'm like, yo, this is like a show. It's a dope spot. You know, like this place. I was actually gonna go there. They have a cool rooftop too.
Hell yeah.
So they better go. But the thing is, like, some people, some of my friends and their friends are not 21 yet, and
man.
that's a problem a lot of the times because it's like, yeah, you have a fake ID or New York ID, whatever. I don't know. But
Who cares?
But I don't know how strict. Sometimes in the city, like I know when I wasn't 21, I didn't get in anywhere, even with like a really good ID. Like they did not take. So it's annoying because then I lose like a whole group of people from that because a lot of my listeners are younger than me.
Yeah.
Like even like people, either whether it's like from my town or like friends of friends, like a, you know. Yeah.
New
so-
goal. Let's spread the demographic to people that are 21 and older.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
it's pretty.
I don't
It's
know,
pretty
just a thought.
balanced, but
Be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
we should get
She would
shows
fucking
on
love
Long
that.
Island.
Yeah.
We should get shows on Long Island too.
Yeah,
They
that-
have some good venues.
Dude, Amityville, they got
performed
Revolution
there.
Hall. Yeah, that's it.
Revolution Hall, no, I haven't performed there yet.
What? Where in Amityville did you perform?
Amityville Music Hall.
That maybe I'm thinking of the same. I know there's a Revolution in.
I want to perform at the Paramount.
That would be really sick.
That's a
Yeah.
goal.
Last time I was at the Paramount, I saw Slightly Stupid there.
I don't know.
You don't know Slightly Stupid?
No, I've heard of them.
Oh man, they're like kind of like reggae in a way. They're like, you know that guy Jeff that we have like a mutual friend.
Propaganda.
Yeah,
Yep.
he toured with them. He was like their camera guy.
Right.
So like they're kind of like Sublime a little bit, but
Oh,
like
cool.
very like stoner-esque. Like they
There
smoke
it
a
is.
lot of weed on stage and
I
shit.
like that.
Yeah, no,
Yo,
that,
he's
someone
cool.
put me onto them and was like, yo, they're just like Sublime, like check them out. I haven't
Oh
checked
yeah,
them out.
they
Right. We should do that on the
they're really
Long
fucking good. But yeah, Revolution is in Amityville. Let me see if that's the same thing as Amityville.
Do you mind if I
musical.
take these off? Because I'm so.
No, we're gonna be wrapping up in a second, just
okay.
because it's getting late, and my
Okay.
my dude who's in the control room has to bounce soon.
Like he's taking a nap. He's just sleeping.
He forgot that we were recording. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no.
Forgot to press the button.
I think it's a different venue. I didn't realize that there were two of them. I actually used to work in Amityville, so I thought that I knew the place like pretty well, but I guess not.
He was actually showing up to the wrong place
Bro,
every day.
the weirdest people show up to Amityville, though, show. Everyone, people who show up to Amityville are weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I went there, and I was in the back, and, like, it wasn't even this vibe, but all of a sudden, like, okay, how do I explain this without
Hardcore
sounding like fucking...
Music.
No, not even that. It was just, like, the mix of people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
this,
yeah.
this white girl with this Latina girl, and like the white girl's wilding and the Latina girl's not dancing, and then this guy is like doing drugs in the back. This guy's like, it was just
There's
weird.
just like no consistency, I guess. Like that's like some clubs in the city. I
Yeah.
noticed it's like businessmen, like 50-year-olds, and then like 14-year-old girls dressed very minimally.
Anyway,
But you know, it's like there's no like vibe. It's like, where am I? Like the music's weird. Like no one. We're all like, what is going on?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just thought of another place you can perform. I'm from Levittown, but Wantagh is right next door, and Mulcahy's is there. I don't know. If
yeah,
Yo, Levittown's not far at all. I used to work in Levittown.
Okay. Yeah.
they got my boys love the Billy Joel band out there, the cover band.
Yeah, that's
Not even Billy Joel. Fuck Billy
Yeah,
Joel.
they're like
the
Billy
cover
Joel.
band.
Big Shot is the
Man,
name
yeah,
of them. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's like one of the headliners
Exactly.
of Mulcahy's.
They could just see Billy Joel.
There's another one,
Sublime.
Sublime's cover band, Bad Fish. I don't know if you guys know them.
Haven't heard of them.
Those are like two like really big cover bands to come out of Long Island that like I guess they tour like the country now.
There's a Beatles cover band that's very popular.
There's so many Beatles ones, but I'm trying to think. I feel like I know which one you're talking about.
There's one that's like super popular.
Yeah.
Like, and there's this other one called like Wondrous Stories that they do like old school stuff from like I don't know like 60s 70s rock to like 90s stuff.
Hell yeah.
They are awesome. I saw them with Dad like twice. They were so good.
I fucking love the Beatles. I mean,
my God.
They're like the root of everything.
Yeah. John Lennon plug.
Fuck yeah.
I love George Harrison.
Shout out to the entire Beatles.
Yeah,
George
I mean, he lived in
Harrison.
this neighborhood. John Lennon.
Oh yeah.
West
Did he get
Yeah,
shot up here?
They got the Imagine like little like part of
Yes.
Central Park that's like dedicated to him over
Oh,
there.
wow.
There's flowers. And
Yeah.
it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's got like the cool
Yeah.
pavement and shit.
He was my favorite. I have a tattoo
He had a tough
dedicated
time.
to him. It says Imagine.
Hell yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
what better way to
That's
you
like
know,
one of
Yeah.
that's like just
Show
a
'em
beautiful song, like timeless. You know, it's like so relevant 24/7 always.
It's so it's like it's simple, but it's so fucking good. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he killed it.
I know.
I don't listen to it often just because like it's kind of depressing a little bit.
It makes me cry
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time.
it's definitely
like,
depressing,
It's so
but-
deep because it's just like imagine.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
time you cried.
You know.
Yeah,
I cry a lot by myself though. But actually, I wrote a song,
That's terrible.
acoustic song, like 2 years ago that I still love and I want to release it like eventually. And because I was really heavy into George Harrison for a while.
Fuck yeah.
And he's probably my favorite Beatles still right now. And I was like, I want to write a song that he would like or that he would like vibe with, you know. And I wrote a song called like Harrison, but I have to rename it because it's like not about him.
There's
you
a
know?
song by him that he performed at the fuck was it tribute to I don't know if it was like Budapest or one of those.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't think of what
Yeah,
like
what's it
country it
called?
was. Anyway, the song
Bangladesh?
Bangladesh,
Yes.
exactly.
There you go.
The song is "Beware of Darkness." I don't know if you've heard of that. That's like his.
George Harrison?
Yeah.
With the sitar? Did he
I
use
don't
the
know
sitar
if
in
the
that?
sitar is in that song.
Okay.
I mean, he definitely plays the sitar, but like
Yeah. Oh,
that he might just play it like either acoustic or he might just be singing and have someone else in the background. I can't remember, but
Right.
really fucking good. Another like slowish song like Imagine, but really good.
Wait, what's it called again?
Beware of Darkness.
Beware of Darkness.
It's just like the realities of life.
Right.
You know?
Gotcha.
I probably heard it because I
Um,
put it stuff in shuffle sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, the Beatles are just timeless. They're really fucking good.
Yo, listen to them high. That's what we
I'm,
do.
I'm usually always high. So I'm-
But he
I-
made it like we listened to them like with the headphones. Well, he made me do it like certain songs, and I wasn't even high. I think actually at that point, but I was just like, it was so trippy, but like beautiful, and it makes sense.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've just got so many good like trippy ass songs.
There's a song by George Harrison called Blue Jay Way, and it's a song about him just being in the Hollywood Hills
Yeah.
on Blue Jay Way.
I've definitely heard that
And-
before.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a great song. It's
Yeah.
It's actually one of my favorite Beatles
Hey,
songs.
I know.
Yeah, that's one I showed
Okay.
you. Yeah, with like a weird organ in the beginning. But
Yeah.
it's people think it's like this deep meaning and shit. It's not. It's just him writing a song about him waiting for his publicist who's fucking late.
Yeah.
Literally. And
That's
you know,
what's cool about music
yeah,
too, though.
You
Like
can interpret it.
it
right?
fucking it hits people so hard sometimes, but really like the meaning that the person who actually created it was like, nah, like this is what I felt
Like
from it.
super-
Like this is what I thought. This is what it actually means. You know.
Exactly. I love
So
that. too.
everyone's
like-
got their own take on music. You know.
That's
Yeah.
like in English, like growing up, you know, in English, you're like, what's the interpretation of this
I know.
poem? And like we all like kind of like make it up, like
Yeah.
something creative, but it's kind of cool in a way because it's how it is, you know. Like we all listen to stuff differently,
Yeah. Exactly.
but
I don't know if you guys want to wrap this up, but I definitely want to have you guys back very soon.
hell yeah.
You guys
I'm
want to
down.
just one more time promote your social media first, and then whatever shows that you're going to be performing. I know
Yeah.
December
Absolutely.
11th.
Right. I'll go first, I guess. So my Instagram is at M has left the building, like EM, abbreviation for Emily.
Like
So-
Frasier.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, the reference is Frasier.
Okay.
So like Frasier has left the building. That's exactly where it comes from, and he hates it, but I'm keeping that like for as long as I can. But yeah, it's at M has
It's
left the
just
building.
long.
Yeah, but it's like easy to remember at the same time.
Go ahead, plug your shit.
Anyway, and all my stuff. Everything's like linked in my Instagram as well, and like my Spotify links to all my stuff too. So it's just M. You can search my songs, Ticket, Said You Would, Not Like Me, Conversation, search all that, it'll come up. And we're both performing December 11th at the Delancey in the Lower East Side, somewhere in the city. So doors open at 6 or 7. More info on the way, but if you peep our Instagrams, like I'll be posting. I'll have like a highlight story of it and everything. So it's always gonna be there. I'll have link to the tickets as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Same with me. Performing the same night. I got a release this Friday coming out, music video for Lil Love. Then I have the 28th, which is Black Friday. I'm dropping right now, which is featuring Tom Jacob. Shout out Tom Jacob.
Yeah.
We co-produced that and co-wrote that song. It's amazing. It's like one of my favorite ones that I've done collaboration-wise. And then I have another one dropping December 6th called I Admit.
Which is fire.
And I
love that
perform
one.
these songs. Sometimes I perform them live before they're released. So if you come to my show, you'll get a taste of those and you'll get a taste of some new shit. So
Me
don't
too.
play yourself. Come out.
Spotify,
Spotify, Apple Music,
Everything.
SoundCloud,
everywhere.
all that shit.
SoundCloud.
Dope,
It's
dope,
actually
dope.
it's everywhere. So
All right, cool. Go
if you
check
can't
them
find
out.
me, then you are just deficient.
You
with
don't deserve to
technology.
find them if you don't
exactly.
find
Like,
And
you-
follow Slave to the Fuego on Instagram.
They won't.
Underscores in the spaces.
If
Legends.
if they're not already following me, but they're watching my podcast, go follow
Or
me.
maybe people are
please.
peeping your shit and like no one's just following
Because of you. It's like your people and they're watching it and they're
Yeah,
like, oh,
true, true.
maybe
True. Slave
they'll
to
be
the
back,
Fuego.
so I guess I'll follow this kid. Yeah, go follow me too. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook you up like everyone's following you.
I appreciate it. Anyway, we are out of here and they'll be back soon. Stay tuned and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Take the lower level on the Verrazano, just so God can't see me when I kill this bottle. Peeping the view, I wonder, what if this city would melt? You're probably nothing, shit, there'd still be traffic on the belt. We don't know what we doing, but we keep it moving. When we feel a little lonely and feel like we losing, that's why we smoke. We know it's bad, but shit is therapeutic. We blame the world for where we at, but we don't try and do shit. We think a lot about ourselves and never make improvements. Someone bring us some good news, but then we make them prove it. Deep down, jealousy eats at us, we self-abusive. We don't believe it till we see it, we dreaming super lucid.
Summer traffic in New York. I've been feeling stuck and that's alright.
That's alright.
Summer traffic in New York.
Yeah.
I've been feeling stuck and that's alright.
I've been feeling so stuck.
And that's alright.
Yeah, yeah. Right now I'm stuck in this road, yeah. Where's the hell I hope they come get me and fly me up out of this zone, yeah. Pick up the homies, we circle Manhattan, no city is watching us float. Then we gon' land on a boat, dancing with honeys, we throwing the money, we drinking and smoking some dope. We playing the song that I wrote. Next thing I know, shorty come grabbing my hand, she call me like whoa. She wanna get me alone, dimming the lights, she take off her clothes. Everyone looking around, wondering shit like where did he go? Back to reality, checking my phone. Shorty found out that I'm broken, now she acting like I don't exist. But soon she'll wanna fuck me, she gon' have it on her bucket list. She don't see the sacrifices, she just want what come from it. Touring every city, they gon' tell me you got lucky, kid. I've been doing this too long, putting my life in my songs. Worried I'm losing my passion, or what if it's already gone? When I get to be an old man, what I'm saying at the old man night, I turn up for the whole damn night. Like shit, this a damn good life.
So much traffic in New York. I've been feeling stuck and that's alright. So much traffic in New York. I've been feeling stuck and that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. So much traffic in New York. I've been feeling stuck and that's alright, yeah. So much
That's
traffic,
alright, yeah. That's alright,
that's alright.
that's alright,
Said that's alright.
that's alright.
That's